Good evening there, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the People's Proletarian Petroleum Prefecture number 114. The continuation of the People's Proletarian Petroleum Prefecture is not going to end anytime soon, maybe. Or it is. We never know. We're dealing with criminality and still dealing with the criminality and the jailbreaks and so on that we had due to the little misfortune regarding changing over from fossil fuel-based electricity production to nuclear. But now we have a fifth prison on the way. Figure we are about 3/4 full on each of these, so better preempt them a bit. Hope we have enough staff. We also need to start thinking about reopening more of these orphanages here, because they're getting, if not full, at least quite a demand on them. Although this is good. Look at this, the rehabilitation mine. 130 miners, prisoners working as miners. Great. That's fantastic. We can have them there, yes. And the courthouse, how is that doing? It's keeping up. It's judging people by the dozen here. The iron ore processors, they are not keeping up though. Should we reopen yet another one? Do we need 4 of these to take care of the iron from the prisoners alone? Because this iron mine only has 30 workers. Okay, well fine. Yeah, we can do it. We can try it. See what's happening. Or what happens, rather. Yes. And I noticed here out, for some reason, out in the fields or at the farms, that the storage facility at the harbor was of an inferior model, so I'm replacing it with this one, the large one, a huge one, and hopefully it will be ready before harvesting time. Harvest time is already begun, has already begun. To overlay here and the resources and that thing crops. The trucks are full too. They don't know what to do with it right now, and this will take a while to finish, I'm afraid. Yes. Can't be helped, maybe. Nah. Not much. Can just wait. Can only wait. Yes. Coal industry. If one wants to have a look at something that's really sad, this has been standing still for an eternity now. Many years it has stood still. Yes, but I can't quite afford to reopen it just yet, because we don't have. I'm all over the place. I realize this. The town of Utopia. We need more people living here than what we currently have before we can reopen the airport so that we can staff the coal mines. Okay, that's how it goes together here. How it comes together. And these, how many workers do you get on these trains? 70. That's not going to cut it, because over here we have a lot of advanced industry. We're a bit dependent on like clothing, electronics. You're missing electrical components, for example. We don't have any electronics in stock. Not great. You're missing chemicals. There are some people in the chemical plant. You could start trying to tweak this around and such, the staffing, but I'm not going to. We're just going to wait it out until we have enough people living in Utopia again. Then it will resolve itself. However, until such time, we might be a bit low on primarily electronics. That is not good. No, we can't reach the people with our magnificent culture here. Oh, that's unfortunate. Yes, but crime was the thing. Crime. You see, with these 3 police stations, but this one seems to get an unjust amount of work compared to the other ones. But it's keeping up. We might not require to keep them fully staffed, all of them. Gonna try and close one down, see what happens now. It just got one case here. Turn it down a bit, see what happens. There we turn it down, oh, close it down completely. The cars might still go out and add stuff to this list. If we close it down completely, that will never be finished then. That's how it is. But it's warm here. Yes, should not complain. I'm not, just making an observation. Yes, I don't know why or how this is. Yes, the important bit is that we are actually rebounding. We are definitely rebounding from the catastrophe. We're up to 22,000 people now. If we go back just a bit in time to about 2015 or something thereabouts, so this is where it sort of went poorly. Happiness is back up, satiation is good, health is good. Government loyalty isn't great, but it's okay. Alcohol addiction is down, culture enjoyment is steady. Sport enjoyment, that's an oxymoron. And unemployed workers, we don't have any unemployment at the moment since we're so low on the workforce. Other than these things, I think it is doing reasonably alright, this place. The oil refinery is not running at anywhere near 100%, which is a shame, really. You look at the economy and trade, go back, I would think that we have exported a lot more raw petroleum in these last years than we have done previously, and less of the refined products. Look at steel, for example, that's gone down quite a bit. Oil, has that gone up? Yes. Fuel has gone down, bitumen has gone down. Still making a bit of money on it. Yes. Nuclear reactor. You have a lot more capacity, but 20 megawatts. I think an oil-based oil-burning power plant does 17, and we were maxing out both of them. So I reckon consumption will go up when the population grows or something. I hope so. Otherwise, this was in vain, for nothing. Is the prison done yet? When it is done, we need to set the distribution officer to take care of it. Otherwise, they're not going to have a good time in there. You're missing resources. Bricks. Do we have enough bricks in the storage yard, or do I need to flip the ships around? No, we should have just about 90 tons, and you require 70. Yeah, it should be good then. Good. Yes, it should be good indeed. Go to save. Yes, we also had a notion about a second mine down here, but it is impossible to hook up or make a junction on a bridge. We'd have to remove a piece of bridge, and to do that we'd have to have it free of vehicles, and that's not going to happen. That's why that mine will maybe never ever be working. But it doesn't matter really, because we have pretty decent amount of workers in this one. 160. Yeah. I'd say that this is good. That's doing good. And no raw iron in the processing pipeline. Great. What about free flats around these places here? How is that going? It's starting to fill up. Not up here, but it will get there too. And if we look at the People's Proletarian Petroleum Prefecture proper, very few free flats indeed. Here there are quite a few, but other than that, we're doing pretty well. It is Utopia that was worst hit maybe. They do quite important work, especially these ones. All the advanced industry and all the steel and mechanical components and what else you have there. Such is it. Such is it. You know what? Let's see how they're doing with this. This is about to be finished. I think that when this is finished, we'll get to see quite an action here with regarding the trucks and the flow of crops. Might even be quite a sight to behold. Since the farms are sort of overflowing with crops at the moment, I just want somewhere to put it. There's even a ship here waiting. Prefab panels, steel, concrete, mechanical components. Oh, lots of crap you're missing. But it's coming, right? Eventually it is coming, but not until they've brought a lot of buses. This is coming with steel. 15 tons. All we need. You're barely far away at all. Oh. He'll be here very shortly. He's not... Oh, this is not going to be finished anytime soon. But maybe we could stick around to see the resources flow into this new grain storage. I have lots of vehicles heading to it. Should mean all the resources and all the workers that I need are on their way. Yeah, I'm a bit out of it this evening, it would seem. Can't be on the top of your game every time. No, but you could maybe be a little bit better. Yes, perhaps. Today was a weird day. That's probably why I'm a bit... off the rails here. Not off the rails, but I'm... something. Mechanical components you're still missing to be able to do this, and concrete. Need even more concrete. Oh, I'd just like to see this finished and see what happens with all these trucks and all the crops. Now they have all the resources. Great, it will be finished here any minute, any second. I even get money back now if you click this. There it is. Oh. Now they can get to unloading themselves and then go get more stuff out in the silos. They are full. We'll probably have a bit of crops that gets ruined in the fields this autumn. That's okay, because we have so much. We have one of these storage things already completely full. I believe it is completely full. It's close to completely full. That's all great, isn't it? Yes, it is. Do you think the prison might be finished? The fifth prison is finished, indeed. They are missing supplies for the prisoners, though. I will take care of that by doing so, and also adjusting this. We don't need half the warehouse capacity of clothing. We just need a little bit. Go and change the prison bus line around to also include the fifth prison. There you go, and then go down to the mine. This must be enough. Orphanages seem to be doing alright. 102. They also seem to balance out, so it's more or less the same amount of orphans in each and every orphanage. Yes. And this is doing great too. Courthouse is keeping up easily. We don't always get very many people on board, but whatever. Get a few. It's enough to have. Only 90 workers in the mine. What? This is an outrage. Yes, it's not enough. Yes, crops. This was all over the place. No theme to it. No nothing. It's just poor. Yes, city planning overlays. Have I even used this? Oh, heating. That seems fine. Electricity. That seems fine. Alcohol. Fine. Culture. Culture. Not those, but I can watch television. Church. None. Hospital. It's actually quite convenient that you can see if each and every building is within walking range of a hospital. And it seems to be so. Wonder, we haven't run out of electronics yet. Meanwhile, we're not quite making them at... oh, we're missing chemicals. I have no electronics in stock. I don't know how this is going to work itself out. If it is going to work itself out, it will work itself out when we get more population here. Again, I've said this now a few times. 64 citizens were unable to visit the pub or tavern. 36 citizens were unable to visit the pub or tavern. What? Ah, you don't have anything. We're dry. And that's due to, again, not enough workers working at the brewery, distillery, brewery. Don't condone drinking hard stuff. We want beer, tastes good, it's nice, it's good. I might get a bit grumpy over this. Yes, but I think that the only thing to do is to wait for the population to grow and see it resolving itself right before our very eyes here. The police stations seem to be coping very nicely now, which is great. It is. Yes, and that's it then. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so very much for watching. People's Proletarian Petroleum Prefecture 114. This was a terrible one. This was completely lacking in everything. Maybe I should try and think of some theme or something to do before the next one. I wonder what though. It is pretty feature complete. Yes, I'll have to give that a little think over. One thing to do is to get the population back up to where we were before, 33,000 and a bit. Yes. Good.